Hello, hungry minds. I'm Nathaniel Houchin, and who are you? I don't care. I love you. Thank you for watching my very first episode of Nate Knows Everything. It's going to be a huge series, I hope. I love that you're watching. It's my very first episode. I don't know if I mentioned that or not already. I'm excited. I'm pumped. You know, I got the adrenaline making your first video. Now, this series is going to be called Nate Knows Everything. It's going to be so fun because it's fun facts that I've talked to professors. I've looked up hard on research. These are true facts that aren't posted in textbooks that you can find on Wikipedia. Some are, most won't be. They're really cool fun facts that if you walk up to a girl, guys, and you tell her, she'll probably think you're really cool, she'll probably marry you, you probably have wonderful kids, you're welcome. Girls, there's that one guy that no one can impress. You can if you just use the facts I tell you. So listen close, and I'm going to help you guys out. The very first guy we're looking up today is William Shakespeare, one of my favorite guys to research. He's so cool. He was a player, he was rebellious, he was racy. Guy was a great guy. We're going to jump right into it and say that William Shakespeare did not like underwear. Okay, now not the underwear we wear today. They wore long white clothes, some if you were rich, if you were silk, but it would go here and it would end right above the kneecap, right below the kneecap. And it was really weird because a lot of people thought that was like racy back then, okay? And William Shakespeare didn't like it because it was hot. So he actually would go in and he would cut the sleeves like what our regular shirts are, and on the thigh, like where our boxes are, okay? And he would use that because he thought it'd give him more room and everything, and he really liked it. But he couldn't go get them tailored or fixed like that because that was too racy, and he didn't want to give that back to the king or queen because at that time period, it was very, you know, but thanks, guys, for my very first episode. Just keep going with these awesome, cool facts. The Globe Theater is where he worked, sometimes referred to as William Shakespeare's Globe Theater. Now, it burned down. I don't know how many times you know that, but it burned down during King Henry VIII play performance. The king was entering, you know, cannon fire was coming out. One of the cannons actually caught the roof on fire. And no one knew for a while. It was a slow fire, could have been prevented if someone saw it. No one really noticed. Fire. People thought, because a battle scene happens, and people thought, like, whoa, this is really cool. Like, this is one of William Shakespeare's extras. No, literally, the place is burning down. Okay, it was, luckily no one really got hurt. It was a very interesting way of explaining, you know, hey, that cannon was real, and we just burnt down this, you know, very expensive place, so they built a new one. And this one was weird because of the fact that it was like the one before, but it was bigger, and I learned some things about it. One part is that there was an open place at the bottom called the pit. The pit's where the poor people would be. Mosh pit. Comes from that, you know, logic. Now, they would bring food, they would stink because they haven't bathed in a while. They, you know, it was just horrible. Some people got killed down there, fights broke out, and it was where the poor people. So the front row is literally where the poor people are, while the rich people were elevated above them and near the back. So the nosebleed sections of their time were the front row 50 yards seats of our time. So that was really weird. Society has changed. It's kind of cool, actually, if you think about it. Now, they would actually throw rotten tomatoes. That was actually a real thing. That was not something that was just like, we're going to make fun of theater. No, that actually was a real fact that people have made a lot of puns off of, that I found out. And it came from William Shakespeare's time. It wasn't time after. It happened a little bit after, but William Shakespeare liked when the audience gave back, or gave feedback. Another cool thing is that William Shakespeare came up with the name Jessica. Yeah, the name did not exist before William Shakespeare. He got it from the Hebrew spelling in the Bible of just one random girl's name. And he saw it, he liked it, he kind of gave his own twist to it, and used it in The Merchant of Venice from the daughter of Shylock. So that was really cool. Came up with the name Jessica by himself. It's like me just being like, hey, let's name our kids Mer. And then years later, you know, boom, people start naming the kids because I think that's smart because, you know, oh, William Shakespeare, you know. Oh, yeah. And it actually didn't really become popular It was popular, it was there, but it became really popular and really known as a name in 1990s, 1980s, when it became the number one girl's name. In America, actually, it actually became the world's greatest name in like 2005 when it hit England and Wales and started traveling. So that was really cool. Another cool thing is that William Shakespeare had kids, and you'll never guess who he was married to. Anne Hathaway. Legit. I swear to you, Anne Hathaway. Like, that was her name. And she had 3 kids with William Shakespeare, okay? And they had 2 daughters and 1 boy. The boy, at age 11, died from bubonic plague. It's sad, but it's true. The 2 girls actually would go on and marry and have kids of their own. So there are people out there who have blood, but they don't have the direct descendants to William Shakespeare because his son passed away. So I thought that was really cool. Also, I said how he was racy because he didn't like wearing underwear. I said he was a rebel because he kind of burnt down, his place. Now here's where he becomes a player, okay? And slash kind of rebel. He's more of a rebel than a player. He actually would go out in public and doing plays, okay, and mock the monarchy. And he would say stuff like, an act out of scene, and the internal message is mocking the king. He liked Queen Elizabeth. Him and King James got along, but he didn't really like him. Now, the fact of the matter is that one of the main plays was Macbeth. Now, most people would look at Macbeth, and some scholars agree, some scholars disagree with this fact, that some say that it was just coincidence, and it was very well liked by William Shakespeare. Others say that William Shakespeare fully made this to slap the king in the face. Okay? And the fact of the matter, what we're talking about in this case is Banquo, which is the sidekick to Macbeth and the play Macbeth. And which straight up tells you that we brought the king's family in, but you're not the main star, okay, which was very unheard of. And then to say that Macbeth is going to be king and Banquo, no, he's not going to be king. He'll be king in the future, but not right now. Was kind of also a little push. Not really a push. It was just, And, but then, here's where it gets really cool. They start showing Banquo a little bit more often. When Banquo starts getting, stays honorable, so everyone's like, oh, look how cool, Banquo is. They kill Banquo. Straight up. They kill the king's, I think at that time, like, great-great-grandfather or whatever. And then, later in the play, they show King James himself as a boy, not a man. No, they show as a boy, which in some ways is shown to be, sinless, nice. Other ways, cowardless, unmanlike. It was this play could be taken both back and forth, but that's where he was a little more rebellious. He did get a lot of girls, I hear, before he met up with Anne. None, there's no really facts behind it, but I'm pretty sure if you're not wearing legit underwear, you're being racy, you're mocking the king, you're gonna get some really good ladies. Just saying, I thought that was really cool. Hey, thank you for watching my show, my episode, my whatever. I love you all for thanking you. Keep your minds hungry, and if you like it, like it. If you love me, you'll subscribe. I love you, so you should love me too. This is my very first episode. Thank you so much for watching.